So, Create Sound of Steam has this cool little tracker block that you can use to make organs and stuff. And you can use it to make to import MIDI music using this into Minecraft to play on your organ and stuff. And I haven't set up an organ, but I wanted to in this video. And I also wanted to set up show you how I even made a MIDI file to begin with, because those are a little bit confusing. So immediately, if we go over to here I have just a common website, onlinesequencer.net. I've been using this to just jot down melodies that I use for stuff, and it's actually been really cool because you can play different instruments and stuff, and it's really good for if you want MIDI sounding music and MIDI music. So I wrote something that I think is fairly original, but very inspired by Davy Jones and stuff. Oh, and then I realized that you can't hear it. Okay, so that should be fixed. So it's kind of like a darker theme to it, and it generally just has an organ vibe to it, which is exactly what I'm going for. And I wanted to use that and export it using this thing, export MIDI. You can just write to the track however you want. And then I can use that file, import it into Minecraft using the table thing, and then make an organ and have this being played in my base as the main theme to an area. Because I'm building a very Belle Epoque era French city in my in the survival server that I'm in. Now, Create the Sound of Steam has this fun little chart that I'm going to put on screen of all of the different frequencies and how they relate to the MIDI file. However, I was looking at that, and the thing that I played earlier, started on what I thought was D sharp 2. Now, that would be, as we can see on the chart, right here, and I'm not sure why it isn't, but do want to look at it. So before we even hook this up into any organs, if I start that, then the first note played is right here. And if I look at the chart really quick, that should be A1, but it's not. It shouldn't start the song with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this through the other ranges and then see what it does. Okay, so now I have what I believe to be one scale of that, and I have to figure out how to use a fan for this. Okay, so I built up all of the organs and stuff, and I placed repeaters and another row of stuff, and now it does this. And that sounds about right for what I wanted. So I don't know why it converted weird. I think that this wasn't, the MIDI's file wasn't the right frequency, because this is correct, but this should be, by the chart standards, that should be higher. But it's not. So I'm just gonna remove the chart for now. And then this works out perfectly fine, so I will have to install this in my base when I get one. This is gonna be a fairly shorter video, but I can upload any song that I want to this music roll, and I'm gonna have to have it like an auto loop system. In fact, I wonder if I can do that right now, so I can make it a little bit longer video. And actually, I know that the clock is... I know that the timer on the thing is 21 seconds, meaning that I can just hook a lever into this. And then that'll be slightly mistimed, but... Okay. So then... that should kick back on in 22 seconds. Okay, so then this should be... yeah, it'll go through the cycle, and then it should repeat. And then we can see this charging up as the song goes on. I have it set to 22 seconds even though the song is 21 because I want it to repeat after. But that is going to end things out for this video. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to put this in the bass. See ya.